Sent me that's it. Champions League no we'll touch a bit on that, but my man starting the conversation from Spain. In every society and in every situation there are rules and regulations. But sometimes some people are so special that you need to change certain rules because of them. And you so many teams are along the line maybe almost the same because certain players are so important to the cause within which they are running. Now Real Madrid for no omo culture omo mrabi wo mu team nim say we a player now so we 30 years or more yen extend the contract by 2 years because they believe that after 30 years every season they evaluate your performance, they check your injury records, then they try to give you the next available contract. But with Thibaut Courtois, they are going to change this rule and they are going to make sure so remember 2 years no more extended the deal from 2026 and I could do 2028. So I feel Thibaut Courtois deserves this because I will break rules now they are money in the Madrid setup. I think Thibaut Courtois deserves it because he's here. So I acquire Real Madrid for a fast movie from goalkeepers from Iker Casillas Fernandez Saint. It was a brutal moving on from him to Carlo Antonio Gamboa. And I acquire more fast so free Gamboa so what about Thibaut Courtois? Now no so a brutal just a day near catch us say go post no team in Namubium. Let's give it to the next person. But Thibaut Courtois is the #1 goalkeeper now. You ask yourself who is going to be the guy if Thibaut leaves today? That is the big question. Say, see our market in Umumpa. Listen, how many talented goalkeepers now? How many available? Said the level and the standard of Real Madrid no better better goal post no the amount. A very, very huge question. And then Galatasaray for the Andre Lunina the agent in Madrid for no Gusua or Moody Home Common. So almost all they are going to bring Kepa in to be the second choice goalkeeper for them. Until you don't joke if you have Thibaut Courtois. Me say in the history of the European Cup, which is the Champions League, 3 goalkeepers in the final man of the match. Oliver Kahn, Edwin van der Sar, and Thibaut Courtois in 2022. And so her final now against Liverpool now. It was this man against Liverpool Football Club. Why nominating 9 saves in the final of the Champions League? It was only Thibaut Courtois who did that job for the White Angels. And if they are breaking the rule to give him a 2 years deal, I feel he deserves it. And even of late, quite of us that's that poor at his age, he's going to give them longevity. And Makase goalkeepers, the more own in the Sabrina who go there. And to go and check Gigi Buffon, time already 30 now, checking the exploits. Oliver Kahn, Hermano Noya, check Peter check time already 30 now at the time he was playing with numerous injuries isn't he was on top of issues ono na other go post mu and normal team ko go ne net nim ko didi because they know they are safe there. If you have a goalkeeper like Thibaut, you don't let him slip out of your hands.
I saw working with his long range. You go long range na national na ya dia mempe wono ho. You go national.
Listen, nobody is perfect. Once say we talk about Lev Yashin, you can't Oliver Kahn, Massam, you come and no, you'll be on the floor so. But how you be able to make sure say baby our yard no be yen juma. Na baby our yard so improving the kakrano is always the strength of every other goalkeeper in this world. So I believe say gradually I will be able to work on that. But I don't even remember the last time I long ring the shit Thibaut Courtois. Apart from that Declan Rice and the free kicks now.
Alvarez, Boyo Kelly, Naso.
Oh, Vincent, I know they're technique, pure technique, and a
you will go we technique saves. What technique way? But in the top notch say the media boy, if Fred Chile, you see, that's why I don't rate Kepa.
If Fred Chana, but
oh, Caliban, the boss Fred Chile, sometimes, and so also ready. Now to me, say, will be now say, boss Fred Chile, the long way national.
Listen, if you're looking at Thibaut Courtois really well, he's one goalkeeper. So the post Muna on Mokwa Kushia, you'll be thinking about how to beat the defense. Now we are what's up again on Thibaut Courtois. And I'm a top goalkeeper. Obia one issues so Obia be any mistakes. So Oliver Kahn, Okobo final 2002 could do final. Bo our own team in Chim Kuran and a man lose that final against Brazil for. Into Obia one idiot. But that fear factor alone or that goal post no makes him one of the best. And Ceciano, George Mamadashville in Liverpool for Afako. Until if you are looking at someone who is young and can replace this guy, there's no such yet in the market. Until you need to continue to maintain him and make sure so Don Carlo is about to take the job of the Brazilian national team. Now, listen, the idea about this particular man is his relationship with people, especially players. Onimsa Jumane ya to a point say, so you play and I say you are playing under Carlo Ancelotti, you always feel so comfortable giving him the very best. And to make a say at the time Antonio Rudiger by Real Madrid, no, he knew Rudiger wouldn't be able to get more minutes to play. Until the first thing he did was visit Rudiger in his home, spend about 4 hours with him. Until next game, no, so I'm mobile manager and time. You work and also Juma now baby now position now team Bobby. And that is the kind of a guy he is. Now, so we had a relationship between Florentino Perez. Listen, this is very, very good. Even as of now, Perez still believes that so Nyanoma be young still Ancelotti into us. But there's always a time to end things. Now, how about Madrid team in the second coming, you know, and they're very hilarious. Saturday, and you ran off for a friend, Emilio Butragueno say, me a coach who Everton, Unia. Now, me pelon players be a mama because baby I done a name on Koyi. And I Butragueno say, look, Nyabotre, yeah, that's all per coach, and Yabre, Yana Max Allegri mu. Nagels mamu dim come on 2 days Nyabotre say real coach in Jumana. You be pelon players ni be a man no mababo. You will be ho. And I say, mo per coach. I say, I say, then you need the best. And I say, who are you talking about? I say, remember the 2014 final. Who gave you La Decima? Listen, assembly is Saturday, Tuesday, we are near on Carlo Ancelotti as the head coach of Madrid. And Oba 11 different titles. And Ode Ababeka team on the second coming. Yes, the second coming, but this guy's second coming is a different one altogether. You can never dispute the fact that he's one of the best coaches. But Okofa Brazil Jumana said one guy who will be a winner will be Vinicius Junior. Among four ref, he said before Carlo Ancelotti, this guy was a laughing stock. Now among four who no for Serena Sabo no crowd Madrid level no yanduru. But right after Ancelotti baby drew Krumhon, he managed to change Vinicius Junior, turn him into one of the best forwards in the world. At some point, Ballon d'Or cry and farmer no this is the kind of work Don Carlo has been able to do with Vinicius. Into all three Madrid akono. Nanka be a problem kakra I'm a player because who is coming next and how is he going to use me and make me comfortable? But so San Kofia, baby, among forces and a born or who born on Yadiano. This is the man going back there to manage the Brazilian national team. A few years ago, Benzema said, don't pass him the ball. I swear on my mother's grave, he's playing against us. Listen, but Carlo came and he managed to build the deadliest duo in Europe from these two guys. It tells you the kind of job over and bit me. Mama, even in numbers under different coaches and under Carlo Ancelotti, and you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. He started with Santiago Solari on your 31 games, on your 8 goals, 11 assists. Then Zinedine Zidane came, he gave 11 goals, 8 assists. And Julian Lopetegui by a Hokrade one shot and your games biamo. Then Ancelotti came, 195 games, 90 goals, 65 assists. Until who said the performance in increase him, but one thing the discipline. Yellow cards 49, red cards 2. But still, things need to be done on the attitude of Vinicius Junior if they really want to get it right. But the next thing is, or the David Ebedina Chako Brazil because the balance who is for now he's mature. Until also Pequambia Fasono Quackofona Jumanaway. But behind the scenes now can be said modern day tactics no papa way in shada and nimbebrisa. Until the banner and a yes Jumani in Ademano. But will he be willing to follow his dad to the Brazilian national team? Leave club football day to day running so no what never be 3 months behind the players never. Will he be willing to do that job? So one can papa one he would need to find a different person. I'll bet him you're trusting enough. I'm an abase man. But so no console is going to be very, very good for David Ancelotti and then his dad. Listen, back to the UEFA Champions League. I have 4 different teams from 4 different countries. Arsenal representing England. Paris Saint-Germain representing France. Barca 4 free Spain neighbor and Italy for so at the International Milan and Abba. To be a Benya support at the free different angles be a or person Benya the support and the free. But it's all Arsenal any PSG game now. So the last time the final was played in Paris, we got a new team to win it. And 2 teams there outside the Hano. Among forces said you'll be progress here, final will be likely so betimi akwaje title no. Because say a communica 2012 it was Chelsea the first time no kwaje title no ho at the Koi. Now Mikel Arteta is the head coach of Arsenal Football Club. At the time of free Barca B Hola Masia na all pe baby a kwakoshe na watimi building the career no a PSG for no man that chance and then that shot. Me the same images na makokunti obetimi ahwehwe mu na why ho adwuma mamia. Look, this time he is the same guy who is coming back to torment the dreams of Paris Saint-Germain. Say Champions League now my penny for so many years. No matter a lot of investment. Aside top players like Zlatan, Cavani, Lavezzi mo are still empire. Messi mo ne Ramos mo nyina akwa wa you know. This time it is their own Mikel Arteta. And on course to destroy that dream for Paris Saint-Germain Football Club. Two Spanish managers Nebeshi and Numeri. Listen, Spain for the predominantly they love to keep the ball. They love to deal with the technical aspect of the game. But then Numeri also baako jabo no dem baako. It's either PSG leaving the ball for Arsenal to enjoy. No, no the omu pace, no omu speed na your omu adwuma. And I say Arsenal just concede say me na me bo home there. But this is not a game of entertainment. Mami nya informa PSG no more. Then I'll try to find a way to hurt them whenever I get the ball. But I believe that so person jabo nema obi a Arsenal should leave the ball for Paris Saint-Germain to play. So listen, I believe say at the end of this game Ombenya BBD free. Now PSG against English teams. Listen, anyama nshada enkoye bebresa emfamomo. Most of the times they tend to lose the games against English teams, you know. But Ousmane Dembele will be very crucial in this particular game. Listen, the movement. Quite of us to drop it deep. Ebe support to the midfield. Then numbers ebe kahono ebe hard pa. Again, PSG for per man-to-man press. So the midfield wherever they love to move man-to-man. Omobe yimu mako their frame. And mostly the fullbacks are exposed 1 versus 1 against the wingers. And to hear this situation, a 1v1 Mohamed Salah and Nuno Mendes. And so my next one Salah be treated Nuno Mendes not the ball nako. In the Arsenal and Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli, they need to be on top of issues. They have to be as quick as possible, be able to take on the fullbacks and make sure the boss no be coming. Arsenal for hope ni nyina be jina Bukayo Saka so on the right, but Nuno Mendes will handle Mohamed Salah home and away. Wa Masala nya ball no bi amo. Into against Bukayo Saka, how will things go? A game of interest. I will be able to but listen, once again, we want to say Arsenal for no. This may be their year. And it's a game no pong. That's Arsenal for the Kunima and but they will be missing Thomas Partey. And internal Declan Rice was Santiago Bernabeu on the wolf who said, where our card and saying, we will need you in this game. But today he's absent. Into Joao Neves, Fabian Ruiz, and everything, and they are going to cook. I was saying Arsenal made for extra work in the absence of Thomas Partey if they really want to win the game. A game, remember Arsenal for no, so a slight favorite. Okay. Because even against Villa, they nearly won the game. Villa ho. Even though Omu didn't couldn't there, but qualification crowd was on course. Until almost about England there, Arsenal beat me away. Now Omako Paris. The game will be decided in Paris, but Arsenal need to do the work this evening.
All right, so Arsenal need to do justice this evening again.